All right, what is up there, SEO pros? Today we're here with Bill. We're going to be doing an SEO audit for an e-commerce website. So I hope you guys enjoy this one. And here's the intro. Yeah, Bill, you couldn't see that, so you must have been really confused. But on my channel, I just did an intro, so we're all good to go.
All right.
Yeah, cool. So do you want to give me a little bit of background on this?
Yeah, sure. So, in terms of like what the business is about, or just in terms of SEO, or
Yeah, just whatever you can tell me.
yeah, sure. So, company basically started a few years ago, and it's basically shopping tours, all kinds of. There's more than just shopping tours. There's wine tours. There's fashion tours. There's all types of different travel packages you can get. You can go to vineyards. And basically, you can sign up through her website for trips, and you can book them right there online. And basically, she's like she takes students, schools, clubs, families, mother daughters, father daughters, couples, newlyweds, pretty much anybody on trips. There are trips in Italy, France. New York. There's actually stuff in wine country too, around your neck of the world.
Nice.
And yeah, so that's basically. And the SEO right now needs to be cleaned up big time. It wasn't done properly from the beginning, and there have been a bunch of iterations of the website. So I think that was part of it. And yeah, so we're looking to really hammer down the SEO from the ground up.
Okay, cool. All right, so looking at the analytics, for some reason people are landing on that, but whatever. Let's look at the on page for the home page first. So we got SSL, which is great. We got the page title at 60 characters. This can probably be a lot more hyper targeted around long tail variations. I don't know specifically what this is showing up for yet because we don't have the Search Console data, but once we do, we're going to want to cross compare these what we're showing up for impressions and what we can actually start targeting with for the main pages, and then what we were going to be wanting to target for the other pages, which I'm going to be seeing are saying that there's going to be a lot of content marketing for this site because it's a lot of it's going to be a lot of stuff around travel and top places to go in X area or whatever it is. So I'm going to say for number one, well, of course we need to set up Search Console for cross comparison of main keywords and perhaps start targeting longer tail variations of keywords. Well, actually, hold on. You guys already have a huge page authority. You have page 35 on this site.
Yeah, I think we have something to work with here. I know we can do. We're not close to being good. We're not far away from being good. So I know with this, eventually we can really start kicking some ass.
Yeah. So one of the things around this that we're going to want to look at is like what the competitor analysis looks like for the content that they're ranking for that we're not ranking for. So what we can do is we can actually plug this site into something like Ahrefs, and I'll show you how this works. I think we might have covered this in another one.
Yeah, I'm familiar with Ahrefs, but I'd like to see what you had to say.
Yeah, so you can go to something called Content Gap, and what we can do is we can just automatically pull these by going to SEMrush. So we'll grab this, go into here. And then we can go into organic, which it looks like you're pulling some okay traffic from some of these. And then what we would do is we just go to competitors, which are right here. And I don't know if you're familiar with any of the competitors already, but whoops.
Yeah, I'm working on it. I'm seeing if we can quickly get a competitor. Do you know?
Oh gosh, I don't know why. I only looked at this once. No. Okay, well I didn't buy the Pro subscription to this. We can still figure it out without this. It's just easier to look at. So let me just go into Ahrefs again.
Hey, Clay.
So let me know if any of these ring a bell. So So of course TripAdvisor, but we're looking for more of the, we want to look for ones that are less,
authoritative.
yeah, we want to look for like,
What is it?
I don't know what it would be. Well, either way, you can still pull these as an example. So once we spend a little bit of time looking, because we can pull the main keywords that we're ranking for, and then just look up the competitors that are ranking for that stuff, and then all you have to do is just like plug them in to here, and we can start looking at what are they ranking for that we're not ranking for, and we can start pulling similar keywords and trying to either optimize our current pages that we're similarly ranking our pages for, or create new content around those.
Gotcha. So don't reinvent the wheel.
Yeah, I try not to reinvent the wheel unless it's like absolutely necessary, which in most cases it's not.
Okay.
Let's see. There we go. So, I mean, that's the problem with pulling these really authoritative things, is they're like ranking for Instagram and whatnot. But that's something that we probably want to spend some time with. So competitor analysis, observe keywords that we're ranking for, pull competitors from those keywords, and literally just Google them, searches for that, and then plug them into Content Gap and see if we can start building out content or re-optimize our pages around what they're going for.
Okay.
All right, let's go back here. Go into here. So one of the other things is, just from looking at this page, is the content on it's pretty low, and it's not giving us a lot of ability to do like a lot of link styles besides the actual pictures, which I'm hoping there's alt tags in these. I'm sure there probably is. Let me just go and check that.
There may or may not be.
Yeah, it looks like there is, so that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, so I mean, I would probably put maybe one sort of call to action up here, and then have these ones underneath, but put text underneath them explaining them. That way you get more content. Or don't do that, and maybe put a little bit of more content here at the bottom. But ideally, we can explain a little bit more about the site and then start internally linking to the other main pages.
Okay.
So start optimizing homepage with content and internal links to other important pages. Somebody's giving me crap about the font. They said that they don't like this font. Everybody's a critic on my channel. I lost what I was saying now. Oh yeah, so because this has such a high page authority, and it's like page authority 35, and we can do like contextual linking, that's going to pass value to those pages and help us rank for those. So we got, 3 H1s on the home page. We only want 1 H1 per page.
Gotcha.
So we're going to remove those. No H2s. We can just segment those other ones out as H2s. Next, we're going to go to general attributes. Very fast load time, which is great. And then let's check out the markup. See what you did here. I don't know how much you've worked on this already.
Yeah, not much. I just basically started, so I wanted to start fresh. That's why I figured I'd give you a call.
Okay, so the OG data here, you can actually change to like a video too if you wanted to. The idea is that we start creating assets other than just the organic traffic. And I'll explain what that means in a second, but we might want to start optimizing main pages for social reach with OG data, and I'll explain like how we can leverage that more in a second.
Okay.
But I mean, this is decent. It's not like most websites. That's better than most. And then the schema, we got organization markup, which is great. We need to put same as data in here for the other social links, so we can start showing Google that these are the other social platforms that we're connected to with the website. So add same as schema markup for location. I mean for other social platforms on homepage. Hoping that the schema markup, the organization markup isn't on every page. Website, web page, that's great. Each item, that's great. So you're good there. And let's go into here, make sure that this redirects to that, or that redirects to the other one. It does. Just make sure the www also does. Okay, that's good. Check out the sitemap. Looks like you're using Yoast, that's good. And then let's check out robots. Everything, okay. So you're disallowing some of these posts for some reason. And I don't know why you're using crawl delay.
What's that? What's that?
It's basically like saying that you want a delay in the crawls for some reason. I don't know why you would have that. I would take out crawl delay. I guess, I don't know why you would have that. Pretty weird. So I don't know if you're doing image compression, but you probably want to do image compression if you're not doing it.
Okay.
And then the server response time is a little high. I don't know what you're using, but I think I've already recommended this to you if you don't use it already. I use WP Engine.
Okay.
Maybe switch to better hosting,
Okay.
or upgrade current hosting package. All right, cool. So mobile looks good. Let's go back. Where did it just go? There it is. So we'll start going to the other main pages. So we got experiences, testimonials, about, and then we got all this in here. And this looks good. This is almost like the sign up.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I think it could be a little bit more unique, because I don't know. Oh, that's weird. Did that happen before? Well, let me go back. Is that supposed to follow you? I guess it is.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't know how many opt-ins you're getting from this, but I might want to change like the CDA for that.
Yeah.
Because nobody wants.
We're definitely working on that and developing more lead magnets, stuff like that, for example, which we don't even have up on the site yet.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a second too. Let me go into here and check out the structured data around these reviews, because you can definitely mark these up. So no meta description on this page. We want to fix that. Let's go into markup. So yeah, you can definitely add review markup.
Okay.
To reviews page. Get the aggregate rating and the organic search results from that, which is great.
For each review, or just for the page itself?
So like I'll show you. You can get this going on, where you get the actual stars underneath it.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. So yeah, it looks good. Let's see, does this go to another? Just making sure that this doesn't go to an individual page.
I don't think so.
Okay, as long as it doesn't go to an individual page, we're fine. So about, also the reviews, it's kind of confusing. I might just take that out and redirect that to that, mainly because this isn't underneath the about, it's in its own page. Does that make sense?
Oh, so change the URL structure there?
Well, unless you're going to keep reviews underneath about.
Okay, gotcha.
I mean, you can keep it if you want, it just doesn't really make sense, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You can keep it, it's not that big of a deal. Let's go
Okay.
about. So story and team. So this looks good. You got some email, so you can do internal linking here. Let's see what these are getting for plays. 470. So people are watching this stuff. Okay. So yeah, for these different people, I don't know if these light boxes Google indexes. This is something that I actually have to figure out.
Okay.
you can actually put specific person markup on these people for schema. That's up to you. Like that's pretty. That's more the technical side of things. We don't have to spend too much time. That would probably be like months 2 or 3. Let me just keep looking through this.
Okay.
There's just like a lot of different people pages, which one of them's experts, one of them's like our team, one of them's like about. So it's kind of confusing. Like I don't know if Google's going to be able to figure out which one to pick up, like as the about.
Okay.
Because these all seem like about pages. I would maybe consider combining these and the different about pages into one about page.
Okay.
And then just segment them out with like you know, like this would be the first part, and then you would just add to that. That way, it's kind of like ideally like one about page, because our team and about's kind of the same thing in a way.
Right.
Unless you don't want to do that. I mean, that's what I would probably do.
Okay.
Check out press. Okay, so this is good. It looks like you're doing the short previews. Let's make sure you're using the rel next rel prev tags. Okay, we're gonna view page source. Yes, I don't think you're, unless I'm not seeing it. Yeah, so I don't see it. Generally with these pages, you want to add rel next and rel prev tag so you can show Google that this is all related to one page.
Okay.
It's just a Yoast setting you can turn on.
Oh, sweet. Is that simple?
Yeah, it's pretty easy. And then let's check these out. Okay, so this just went to a different website. So that didn't. That was confusing. Okay, so this is fine. It looks like, so these URLs are way too long. You want to keep, I mean, you don't have to do the redirects, but moving forward, you want to do like 3 to 6 words per URL, because anything after like 3 words, Google stops kind of taking into consideration. So adding all of this in here is like way too much.
Okay.
And also if you look at it from like what's being indexed on the search results, like you can see it's getting cut off.
Okay.
The next thing is that you want to start creating the like assets that you can start controlling in terms of traffic. So something that's really good to do is start doing content upgrades in these pieces and then like funneling to Facebook groups. Like that's one of the big things I push for like everybody. And it's something that I actually teach in my courses, which I think you did say that you got, right?
Yeah, I joined the Facebook group, but I haven't looked to see if the course is posted in there.
Yeah, so in those I don't have to show you then, because in those I actually show how to like set this stuff up, like how to set up the content upgrades and like hook them up with the API from like different like MailChimp and that kind of thing. But ideally you want to get a funnel going from blog posts to assets you control. Because then you can just keep remarketing all of your content that you're creating and then driving more traffic and getting better rankings. The next thing is that these dates. Okay. That just went to a 404. So I'm guessing somebody took off dates.
I think so.
So that's probably a good thing. I would remove dates from sidebar since they're not there anymore. Also, if these were indexed at some point, whoa, that's there. Hold on, let's see. But it's not being indexed. Yeah, so these are no index. I guess that's fine. Unless
I think they were no index. I don't know if they did this on purpose, but I believe they were no indexing the blog because they wanted to restructure the way that they were doing blogs and target it more towards SEO versus just typing, kind of topics in the industry.
Right, but the problem with that is since they were using their old architecture and they switched to a new one and they're doing no index, basically these pages aren't passing any value. So you can do 301s instead and actually pass value, because you can see this has a page authority of 22 and the new post is probably has like a page authority of 1. So you want to do a 301 from the old post to the new ones.
Oh, okay. Wow. So 301 for every single old post to the new ones?
I mean, I would do it for the ones that are pulling authority, because like otherwise you're just going to be having all these new pages with page authority 1 when you could be passing this PA22 to any of the new posts.
So if it's like any topic, you should definitely have a 301 redirect towards the new post.
I mean, anything that you're gonna like, if you're gonna restructure any website and the old post is going to be on a new URL, you want to make sure you do a 301.
Okay.
There are ways you can do this like site-wide. Like I think Yoast Premium, they automatically do this for you when you change a URL. So I don't know what it's going to take to do this manually, because there's all like, these are all now like already on the new pages.
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
Yeah, so that's the problem. Like whenever people like do like site restructuring, like they'll miss out on these small details, and then they'll like get like huge drops in traffic because all their rankings tanked because they didn't pass any value from the old pages to the new pages.
Okay, maybe I'll have to shoot an email to kind of follow up about this, because I think this might be a big deal.
No, this is a huge deal. So let's go into here. Go to markup on the contacts. So I would mark up contact pages. I'm assuming that it's not on there. Nope. Markup contact and about pages. What else? All right, let's go to Screaming Frog. Whoops, where'd it go? There it is. All right, so we got a bunch of tags. I didn't see that until now. Let's see what that looks like. Ooh. I would no index these tags.
No index tags?
Yeah, because you can see these all have like page authority 1, and it's just gonna be a bunch of duplicate thin content pages that aren't providing any value. You can still use the tags if you want, but I would no index them.
And how do I go about no indexing tags, just so I'm clear on that?
It's just in Yoast. You just turn off tags.
Oh, really? Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. Because right now you got 1,390 tags being indexed.
Wow.
And that's all. And that's all content as well. That's like probably also under category pages. I can't really tell because the news should have its own tab really, and then have categories underneath it.
Okay.
Like 5 to 10 categories. I don't know if you guys are using tags instead of categories. Let's see. Okay, this is really confusing because it keeps taking me to new websites.
Okay.
I don't understand. Hold on.
I think it's taking you to the website where we were linked to. Like the article, we have a bunch of articles from different magazines and posts and websites, stuff like that.
Oh. Why would you do reciprocal linking? It makes it seem less authoritative.
Really? Okay.
I mean, because right now all you're doing is just putting a post on this page, and I'm assuming that this page probably doesn't have tons of traffic. So I'd rather like, the thing is like when you like link back to a page, so if a page links to you and you link back to that same page, it looks like you're trading links.
Oh wow. Great hat.
Yeah, I mean, this just doesn't make sense to me. I would take these out and just let them link to the site.
Okay, so just simply have a write-up about the post itself, but not necessarily, we don't have to link to it.
I mean, you can link to it if it's really adding value, but I mean, this is just weird. People are going to the news and it's just like us, like looking like we have an article, but it's going to somebody else's site, but they're linking to us, and then we're linking to them.
Okay.
It just seems odd.
So how would you change that then? You just take out the external link, pretty much?
I would just keep news that is under the news tab or press with content that's ours. Why would somebody go to our site to go to somebody else's site? It doesn't make sense.
Okay.
I don't know. That's just me. I would not do that.
Okay.
It looks like this is our post. Okay, let's see. I mean, if this is working really well for us, but I don't think tons of people are going here and clicking on all of these. I mean, maybe they are. Let me see. What's the analytics look like? Yeah, we're tanking right now. Oh, maybe not. Hold on. So about 1,000. See, these are all people who are landing on these pages, though. I don't know, man. You might want to keep them. Who knows? If anything, I would maybe put a no follow on it. I don't know. This is one of those weird situations. I'm gonna ask about it.
Okay, yeah, I'll shoot you an email. We'll just.
Hold on, let me just ask really quick. Whoops.
Okay.
Ah! What's happening to my Facebook? Oh, it says Mosbar. Well, we have 15 viewers, dude. Okay, so if a site has a blog that points to other blog posts written about that blog, in which those blogs are linking to the website, sounds really confusing. Does this sound like a good idea? Here is what this looks like. Just do this really quick. Bad gateway. See, this hosting needs to be figured out. All right. So here.
I think it's GoDaddy.
Oh yeah, you want to get as far away from that as possible.
Not okay. Gotcha.
Save.
You've had poor experiences with them in the past?
Yeah, I got spent 10 hours with them on the phone one time. Maybe not that long, but literally 8 hours.
Okay.
Just because I was trying to do an upgrade on the hosting because their hosting was so bad. And then they gave me the upgrade and wound up deleting my whole site. It was just crazy.
Wow. Okay.
Okay, so we're going back here.
And also, I think these are from authoritative sources, for example, L.com. That's kind of, I think, I don't know, they're Huffington Post, stuff like that, major periodicals.
Right. Dude, this site's completely 502 right now.
Really?
Yeah. It's the hosting, man.
Wow.
Holy cow, dude, there's so many URLs on this site. Hold on, wait, let's see what's actually being indexed here. Even the people in the chat are saying GoDaddy's not good. Alright, so we got 2,000. So we even got /home being indexed. Oh, I can't see it. Well, I don't know what to do, man. I mean, we might have to finish this later because I can't even get into the site now.
The site crashed?
Yeah, step one, literally, just change your hosting, right now. Yeah, it's completely 502, dude.
Wow. That's not good.
It's not good at all, man. That's what I would do. I would migrate to WP Engine, ASAP.
Wow. Okay, so we have to put this on hold.
I mean, I can look at some other stuff. Let's see. So fix these broken links in the 301s and the 404s. Fix broken links. And redirects. Let's see what categories are actually being indexed. Ooh, what was that? Hold up. Where did it go? That's so weird. I just had something else there a second ago. Now it's gone. Okay.
Yeah, I think you spell out categories, I think.
Am I tripping out right now?
I think you spelled out categories. I'm not sure.
There we go. Okay, so yeah, this is a problem. It's taking these URL parameters like this and indexing them.
Oh wow.
So skip to navigation. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff on here that needs to get no indexed. Ideally, you only want to have 5 to 10 categories being indexed.
Okay.
And usually these are general topics, not really specific, because then you can start building out 5,000 categories, and then you just end up with the same problems that you're getting with tags and stuff, just low value pages. And then you can see all these pages here. I don't think they're being picked up correctly because you don't have the rel next or rel prev tags. So yeah, there's a lot in terms of the low value pages that need to be taken out, because we're literally using product tags, article tags, tons of categories and then like concatenated tag or categories with searches or something. This is crazy. Holy cow.
Yeah, there's a lot of pages to the website. It needs a lot of help.
Cat equals events. Holy cow, dude.
What do you suggest I do to start tackling all this? I honestly needed to ask somebody.
Yeah, I would put the basics in place. I would get rid of the tags. I would get rid of these concatenated weird parameter indexes, which I think that's also you can get rid of in Yoast. I would just optimize Yoast. Like I would literally keep only categories indexed and then everything else, or categories and then tags for products indexed, and then everything else I would take out.
Okay, and how would I know? I guess you have to have the site up to show me, but how would I know which categories to no index versus categories that are product based?
I'll show you. So when you go into Yoast, you just go like this, titles and metas. And then we would go to, or sorry, it didn't take me to that page. Post types, and then you can see posts are indexed, pages are indexed, and then media is indexed. What you want to know index is, sorry, it's over here, taxonomies. Categories you keep, tags you know index.
Okay.
And then there'll be, since you have like e-commerce or whatever, or WooCommerce, whatever it is, it'll probably show you also WooCommerce in here, whether you want to keep those indexed. And then I know index dates, you guys already did that, but you want to do those 301s. Somebody in the comments just said, ideally, wouldn't it be better to keep the link but create an actual page, talk about how you were featured on that blog? Yeah, so that, like you were saying, that's like the best way to do it. This way you don't just click on what it looks like an article and then it be taken away. That's just bad UX anyways. Yeah. So, and they just tested it too, and they said the site's down for them as well.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thanks for testing that, guys.
All right.
Yeah, so I would start with that, man. And then you can start working on these other things. A lot of the other stuff is just like basics, like if we go into here, it looks like you still have like 225 HTTP links, which some of them are not redirected, some of them are. So you might want to go through those.
So they have to be redirected back to the HTTPS?
Well, I mean, you don't have to, but there's some that are still on here, which it might just be... It might just be something weird's going on. I don't know. I've never really seen anything at this scale like this.
Yes, it's become a pretty big site unnecessarily.
I wonder if this is because of the other links that it's linking to. Oh yeah, because this is pulling HTTP from the other blogs, but it looks like it's on that site, I think, because of the fact that we're linking to those blogs. I don't know, man.
Yeah, so do you mind if I follow up with you on this?
Yeah, I would get the hosting switched over first, and you should honestly, if you can, if you're going to switch to WP Engine, I can help you with this. I don't know if you're going to do this. You should use my link, though, because it'll give me a kickback. Unless you're not going to use WP Engine. You can always just upgrade to GoDaddy Premium, but like when I did that, I'm telling you, like I spent 10 hours on the phone with them, and it was one of the worst experiences of my entire life. I almost created an entire YouTube series just like talking about my experience with GoDaddy.
Wow. Okay. Wow. So, Jesus, maybe we could we finish this up some other time? Maybe the last 10, 15 minutes, some other.
Yeah. I think you got a good list anyways already.
Yeah.
I'll just give you this, and then we can just continue the rest of it. You got a lot of stuff to do anyways already, man.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's the good thing about hit me up is you get a lot of stuff to do, but it's also like kind of a bad thing because now you have a lot of stuff to do.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, but just let me know how I can help, man. I can, anything you need help with.
Yeah, I appreciate it. And I'll see you later in the week for
Cool.
another website.
Sweet. All right, man.
Thanks. Thanks for helping everybody out there.
Nope. Oh yeah, I think they're happy to help, man. Thanks for hitting me up.
All right, thanks, JC, man.
All right, later. All right, guys. Well, hope you enjoyed that. Let me know if you did by leaving a comment. And if you haven't done so already, please leave a like if you like these videos. As usual, if you guys haven't checked out this course, there's already 30 signups, I think. So I'm gonna do 70 more signups before I lock this in and start selling it for $300 each. So right now it's only 97 bucks. If you need help like this as well, you can always get this one-time offer, or you can just hit me up on my schedule. I think if you just type in like Chase Reiner or contact, you can contact me and I can help you out with any roadmaps like this. And yeah, so until I see you guys next time, happy SEOing.